Hello Comet and peers. Today we will take a look at Valour and Fortitude, 2nd edition, by Jervis Johnson and Alan and Michael Perry. You can download these rules, the army lists and a lot of other stuff at the Perry Miniature website. The rules are written for fairly large tables and 28mm figures. I myself used a 6x4 table and 50mm figures. I used the distance in centimeters instead of halving them, and one unit has my usual 16 figures instead of 24 to 36 figures. In Valour and Fortitude, you will command a corps or a number of brigades. A unit represents a battalion of soldiers. There are 2 to 8 units in a brigade and one leader. The game uses a Igo-Yugo system with 4 phases. First, the so-called Fate phase, then Fire, Action and Melee phase. In the Fate phase, you draw one card from a stack which is created by one color of a poker deck. Fate cards give you some special effects. Each card transfers to one effect. 4 of these differ from nation to nation. For example, a 6 allows a reroll of failed hits in combat, or a 4 allows one brigade to move after melee phase. After drawing a card, the Fire phase follows. Units that shoot can no longer take actions in the action phase. So, with a few exceptions, they are done for this round. Each enemy unit can only be shot once. Fire from multiple units is combined as one attack. A number of d6 are rolled and a 4+ is normally a hit. Most modifiers increase or decrease the number of dice. Only cover and the condition of the attacking unit modify the rolled number. Hits are taken till the tenacity rating of a unit is reached. Each hit thereafter causes a Valour roll. Mostly a 4+ is needed for each excessive hit, or the unit routs and is taken off the table. Routed units cause a Fortitude roll for the brigade, also a 4+, or any shaken unit in this brigade will rout too. Next is the action phase. Here activated units can move, retreat out of close combat, assault into combat, double move or rally. One brigade general in the vicinity of the commander-in-chief can be activated automatically. All others have to roll a d6 and activate on a 2+. Units which are too far away from the brigade general have to make a messenger roll, the usual 4+ in this game, to carry out any action. All other units can be activated at will by the brigade general. Movement is quite fast in this game. In 28mm, infantry in march order or column move 12 inch. In line 8 inch. On roads, the distance for units in marching order is doubled, and up to a distance from the opponent of 18 inch, units can double move. Does anyone remember the standard Warhammer movement of 4 inch and 8 at double movement? Before or after movement, not double movement, units can reform and change formation. Movement is by distance alone, no wheeling or cost of new orientation here. To move into contact with the enemy, you have to do an assault action. Principally a normal move to bring you in contact. And here we are in the melee phase. In principle, close combat is similar to long-range combat, except that the opponent hits back. This will be handled at the same time. The one with the most hits wins. Or in case of a draw, the active player. Only the losing unit has to make any Valour tests. If the losing unit doesn't rout, both stay in combat. So much for a short summary of the rules. The now second edition has changed some rules to improve the gaming experience. The available army lists have been completely revised and expanded. A big leap forward. I take the reassessment of the attack columns with a grain of salt. Their melee bonus is lost for everyone except the French and actually also the Austrians. But linear troops receive an additional bonus in melee combat. This generally makes linear deployment more sensible, unless you are a French player and have exactly one special card in your hand. The old discussion, column versus line, and here the line won again. But how does it play? It's a bit a tuned up black powder. The basic concept remained there, but individual mechanics were replaced by alternative and more modern approaches. The course of the game was sped up, in the first edition even too much. The unpopular double or triple movement was abolished and made possible again with the card effects. Well done. Unfortunately, it also inherited one problem from its intellectual predecessor and introduced another one. Due to the mechanics, the game is more random than many other games. Or should I say luck dependent. In my first test game, the French were slaughtered. They drew the wrong cards. 3 times the tide of battle, reshuffle the deck. Rolled 5 ones for activation, while the Austrians passed all Valour rolls. The second game was a little more even, but you need a large number of units on the field to get statistically outliers under control, using the law of large numbers. Otherwise, 1 or 2 extreme throws can decide the game. The second problem for me is that the generals are almost meaningless. Only the special generals like Wellington or Murat have special rules. The rest are markings, nothing more. That takes away a little of the Napoleonic magic, at least for me. But if that doesn't bother you, the rule system is ideal for casual gaming. If you have a black powder army, you can also play this game, and it's free. Serious competition for warlords black powder, especially since other eras such as the American Civil War or the Franco-German War of 1871 are also receiving army lists. It's not the ideal game for me, but you should give it a try. If historical details or tactical finesse are not the focus, but a fast, exciting game, then download it and try it. So much for my 2 pennies on Valour and Fortitude. A vote on the next review should follow shortly, possibly also a report on the second test game. The first one was just too sad. Otherwise, all the best. Till then.